Hey, hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In previous videos, I had discussed about AAD Practical 1. That means I have created one user and how to sign in that user, like whether the authentication is passed or not. We have checked this kind of thing. Now in this today's video, you might be getting the request. Let's take this is the second scenario. You might be getting the second request your manager, from your manager, you will be getting a mail like, hey, admin team, I have adapted some Excel file. It has contained some users list. You need to create that Azure account for each and every user. So kindly attach that file with their account details to me as soon as possible. Like that, he had given the task to you. Sometimes we will be getting these kind of tasks from the ticketing tools like a ServiceNow, Jira. Working in organization, we might be getting this kind of requests or ticket based upon their organization process. You'll be getting these kind of requests or tickets you need to perform. So what we need to do means, again, I have some Excel file. Here they had mentioned some users list. So I need to create each and every user according to their port Azure access. I need to create a mail ID for them and password also for them so that I can fill this Excel sheet. I can send to my manager. That's what the task it looks like. If you are working in the organization, you might be getting this kind of request for you. So how to perform this? Same action like previously what I had told you. While creating a new user, you need to select the create new user and invite external user. They had said that in the request itself, they had telling that we have onboarded some users. Maybe I didn't mention it properly. We have onboarded users. That means if you got the request like wow, we have onboarded users, that means it's an external, it's not an external, it's an internal thing only. Those kind of keywords you can remember it. So that I will clicking on the create new user. In the Excel sheet, what was there? John is the username. So John.w, because W is there, I do not want to give the space. If I give the space, it won't allow me to give the user principal name like that. That means the mail ID should not contain any user spaces over there. So we can include dot over here, or otherwise you can include underscore, whatever it may be. I'm using like dot John.w at the rate of, or in your organization, you might be seeing like your organization domain name. We are using personal account, right? That's why you are seeing is personal account. If you want to get clarity on this, I have explained this in previous video. You can see, observe it. And then the display name should be like John W, like that we need to give. You can see the password. I'm not, if I uncheck this, I need to provide the password. No, I don't want to uncheck this. Let me click on this auto-generated password so that I can copy it into my notepad. Do my notepad. Let it be like that. Previously, I think the portal has been changed. That's why you are getting the new kind of portal. I mean, for us creating the users. Previous video, I have explained you like block sign-in access. The same option here also this. If not checked, the this user will be blocked from signing in. This can be updated after user creation also. I have explained some scenario, right? Suppose you are onboarding user, you have onboarded the user, but he might be going to join on September 1st. Like that, I have given example. Today's date is August 12th. At least of 20 days are there. So within these 20 days, you can, after these 20 days, you can enable this user. But you just onboarding this user into your Azure portal. That's what the meaning is looks like. If I uncheck this, I mean, it's in tick mark. If I uncheck this, the sign in access will be blocked for this user. If I check this mark, this user can able to sign into the Azure portal. That's what the meaning is like. Let me go on to properties. Here you can see, if you observe previous section, user principal name, mail nickname is mandatory. is mandatory. Display name, password, these are all mandatory. Even if you give John, I mean, suppose if I didn't give any user principal name, if I given like this, at least a one character should be there. So that's the reason you need to specify like that. Okay. Let me go to the power. This section is mandatory. All the things are mandatory over here. The account enabled is an optional section. If you uncheck this mark, you can able to, the user will not able to log into that portal. But later we can check this mark by coming to the user section. We can check this mark so that we can able to access to the Azure portal. That's what it looks like. If I go to properties, here in this section, we don't have any mandatory section. You can see I previously explained about users location. It depends upon the country usage, you can select it. Or if you want contact information, you can enter it. Manager details, job information, identity, user type. User type, leave it as default. Here you can see it's inside of the organization. So that's why you need to select as a member. If it is outside of the organization, you need to select as guest. Let it be like that. You can click on assignments. Assignments, this part we will commit on later. Now if you click on review and create, you need to copy the user's principal name. Otherwise, it is very difficult. We'll copy. This is the user it's having. Let me go to the Excel sheet. I paste it like this. Let me copy it again. Copy it, and then when it comes to password, I already copied this. Again, copy this. It will be like that. So if we click on create button, the user account will be created. As I told you, in portal, whatever the user got created, it should be reflected only after 2 minutes or 1 minute like that. If I click on refresh, still I am not able to see it. I click on refresh. It will take some time to create the user. It should be reflected. It will take some time over here. Okay, let it be. Yeah, you can see here. Now the John W has the user has been created over here. We have created our first user in this Excel sheet. When it comes to second user, so the second user process also the same. I need to go here, click on create new user. I need to enter the details. And after entering the details, I will be getting mail ID and password. Same for the third user also. Same for the fifth user also. Here, what you can observe, every time what I am going to do, whenever I'm creating the new user, if I have multiple users list, I need to go select each and every user, select first user. I need to go to the portal and click on create button. Like that, I need to do right. What I can say, it's a time taking process, right? Let's take for creating this user, it's take like 2 minutes. It's take like 2 minutes. So entirely it takes 2 minutes. 2 minutes, right? So if I select sum over here, select sum over here, 20 minutes it will take. For creating each and every user, it will take like 20 minutes. I'm giving an example over here. Let's not think about it's take 2 minutes or not. You don't need to think about it. I am giving an random example. It will take like 20 minutes. What I can say, within these 20 minutes, I'm going to introduce one step over here. Let's say within 3 minutes, each and every task will be going to complete it. Within these 3 minutes, this complete users list going to be created within these 3 minutes. Is this mechanism is possible in Azure? Yes, it's possible. How it's going to be do? If I click on download users, it will download the Excel sheet and it will display the users list over here. When it comes to bulk operations, you can see here bulk create, bulk invite, bulk delete. There are three options are there. The first one we need to understand as bulk create. If I click on bulk create, let me click onto the download template file. It will generate some template file over here. If you can observe, version 1, name, display name, username, user display, initial password, block signing. So remaining sections, if you can observe everything like it's an optional section. You can see here it's mentioned each and every column as required. Up to these 4 columns, they are mentioned as required over here, right? We need to enter whatever users name which we are having it. These users list, we need to copy paste into this user create template. That means when you're clicking on bulk create users, it will give you some template over here. You need to download the template. After downloading that, you need to edit your CSV file. I mean, the CSV file which is downloaded, right? You can download this CSV file and you need to enter all the information whichever is required, mandatory fields you can enter. You can enter whatever user's name. I mean, you might be having a list of 100 users. You can enter this 100 users list over here. After entering it, you can click on save, go to the portal. You can upload your CSV over here. Whatever the file you have written here, this file should be uploaded here in the CSV. I mean, here in the portal itself. Once you got uploaded, so that once you upload it, you can see, click on submit. In backgroundly, it will create all the users list. Whatever the in Excel sheet, how many users you have entered, this entire users list will be going to create in that portal itself. Backgroundly, you don't need to enter any manual. You don't need to click on create new user like that. This step is automated over here. If you have a huge number of users list, let's say if you have 5 users, you can able to enter it over here. You have like that. What if I can say, if you have 100 users list, if you have 1500 users list, like that, if your users list are going to be increased, you need to create it on manual basis, means it will taking like time taking process. Instead of this, you can do like this kind of format over here. Let me enter the format so that it will be well and easy good. What I can say, I think, let me pause the recording. I have paused this thing and I have entered all the details over here. For each and every user, I have display name I have created like this. Let me copy this file to the user template like this, and it's fine. Mm, For this password thing, block-in sign-in, I will be putting as none, no here, because every user, I don't want to block the access. Now, let us do one thing. For this one of the user, I will put it as yes over here. You will need to understand the use case also over here. For initial password, what I'm going to do is like there is something called as not password generator. Password generator. If I click on this, if you can observe here, for random password thing, I was setting up like that. Let me put it as character length of 12 characters. Here you can see this is the random generated password. Every time if I click on this button, it will create some new password over here so that I can put this password file to the each and every user like this. Other than that, let me do this thing. Regenerate it. For each and every user, we are creating random password over here. Let me copy this. Let it be like that. When we click on save as, Yep, this is the same format only. Just replace it. Everything is fine. These are all optional details. Like our organization members will tell you how to add this information. But for our understanding purpose, we will go up to this. And let me go to the portal, click on users, click on bulk operations, bulk create. We have already downloaded the file. We have edited our CSV file and we need to upload the file over here. Let me click on upload. Is the file. It's in download section. I uploaded it. So I click on submit here. The background process it's going to create. You can see here the process has been started. Like each and every user going to be created in this. What we have done in manual method. The same methodology in background it's going to be created. File uploaded successfully. It's in progress. If you click on here, see one of the operation, 10 sub operations failed. I mean, we have entered 10 operations. Let's check this result. You can see here, everything got success. Only one thing is failed here. Why it's failed means, you can observe the failure reason. The username in the upload file matches the username of an existing user in your Azure AD. Change the username, change the username in the file or change the username of the existing user and resubmit your request. Whether this user is available in the file, I mean in the Azure Active Directory, please remove this user. It's already there so that everything got successed over here. If you click on download tasks in Excel file, you can see here what was the reason that will show everything got success. Only this one is failed. This one is failed. And one more thing, account status, we have enabled for one user false. That means we check it as block signing yes over here. That's why it's showing as false over here. Other than that, every user's list are there. So if you go to Azure Active Directory again, if you click on users, if you can observe here, you can see the users which you have selected, all the users list has been refreshed over here. It's been updated into the portal. It's been updated into the portal. On-premises thing, this thing we will enable, we will check it later. If you observe one of the username, we have selected as block sign-in, Alex N. Let me check this user over here, Alex N. The overview section, if you can observe, account status is disabled. Let me open the portal in other web page. I will show the difference over here. I will show the difference. For Bob Young, this is the third user, I guess. You can see here the account status is enabled. For this Alex user, we have disabled the log sign in. So let me copy this username. I will show it over for you. Copied the username. For password, I need to copy this. You can see here the user is not able to log into the portal because his sign in has been blocked over here. That's the reason the user is not able to entering into the portal. Why? Because we have blocked his access over here. Let me edit it. We need to enable it. If you select on enable, so that if I click on save here, the account status is enabled. If you check again, now he is able to enter into the portal. Let it be like that. Maybe I will select from random username, user password. Let it be. Ask later. Yes. If you can see, you can able to view the portal access over here. Let's say you can be able to view Azure Active Directory. Yes, he can able to view his Azure Active Directory. You can see users list. Yes, you can able to see the users list. Then it's fine. What about subscription? Whether he can able to view the subscription or not? You could not able to view the subscription. That means we already told you this user has passed the authentication. The previous video also I have told you this user has been passed the authentication over here. What about authorization? This thing we will understand detailedly in our next video. That's all for this today's video, guys. I hope you understand the multiple users thing and all the details like how to create multiple users. If you got a request, how we can proceed this kind of format. You have understood, I think. I hope you understand it. So let me go to the portal again. Azure Active Directory. We have created the users. We have created the users. How to create bulk operations, we have done it. Even for guest user also the same mechanism, but I will explain it in later format. Even for external users also, we can do bulk invite. If you want bulk delete also, you can delete. If you click on bulk delete, again you need to download the CSV file. User delete.csv, it will come like that. Again, you need to enter the user principal name, over here. That's it. That means the mail IDs which are created, right? User principal name. These mail IDs we need to represent over in this delete Excel file. And then if you click on submit, if you click on submit over here, the operation, the same operation, how you while creating the user stuff, how the operation is performed, like the same operation here also the delete operation will be performing over here, the same mechanism. After uploading file in progress, after click on submit, it will be redirected to in progress. After in progress, the result will be displayed. Notification section, you will be getting like bulk operations deletion has been completed, like that it will show. So we have done with users management. Users management. Next videos you will be seeing like a password reset and all the thing. In next video we will be going to see groups and authorization meaning. We will have deep understanding of authorization over here, and we will see the practical use case of the authorization. We completed authentication is practical. We are remaining for authorization. So this part we will see in the next videos. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have any queries, please comment it down in the comment section. I'll be replying back to you. If you have any, if you want any other tutorials in Azure, you can post it them in the query section, in the comment section, so that I can make a note of it. I can create the videos of it. If you are watching this video in YouTube, if you are watching this video, if you are feeling like I'm telling very slow, means you can increase the play speed up to 1.25, 1.5 like that. You can increase the video play speed section so that you can see the video like that. I hope you liked it. That's all for this video. Thank you very much. Please like it and share to your friends. That's all for this video.